color touchscreen standard on Blazer, or extra peace of mind with Chevy Safety Assist, take your pick. The choice is yours. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Hey, welcome back inside the Bambino's Italian Cafe studio here at the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. And as always, presented by Great Southern Bank. Great Southern Bank with more than 100 locations in 6 states. Great Southern Bank, understanding what really matters. Member FDIC. Once again, time for our show leaders of the Ozarks Athletes of the Week, presented by the Missouri State Highway Patrol. We go to Clever, Missouri, and welcome in the track team and head coach Luke Brocious. Coach Brocious, thanks so much for getting this set up and your time today.
Thanks for having us on.
Coach, you had a tremendous season. I've seen a lot of highlights throughout the season. You're just coming out of the Class 3 District 6 track meet. Kind of touch back on, throughout the season, some of the highlights that you guys have had on the men's and women's side.
Well, our girls have been really good the last couple of years, especially, and these four have been a big part of that. And this year, I think almost every meet that we've gone to, we finished first or second. We competed at SBU in their Class 1 through 3 small school meet, and there was 59 schools there, and we took first up there. Just really blessed with really good female athletes right now. These four right here in front of you are all going to college to compete in athletics at the next level, and have been a big part of our team. And our boys team has really kind of come on this year a little bit more. We've got we don't have a ton of them, but the ones that have come out have been really working hard, and so they had a meet or two where they got their first plaque. And one of the plaques that they got, it was the first time that we've gotten a boys plaque in 7 years. So we're just really excited about our track team overall right now.
Kind of run through the Class 3 district tournament. That's a week, 10 days ago, but what was the success level like there?
So our girls were district co-champs with Fairgrove, and it was, there's 14 schools that go and compete at districts and everything. And for the most part, we were really happy with how all of our girls did and how all of our relay teams and individuals competed, and the ones that got out and got to sectionals. And then this last Saturday, we were at sectionals at Mountain Grove, and did really, really well. We were a little bit disappointed for our 4x8 girls team, and our and Riley here, a couple seats over from me, she runs the 800 as well. They were both just in a very, very tough sectional, and if they were in a couple other sectionals, they probably would have made it to state. So it was a little bit disappointing there, but really proud of what they accomplished. And, these four have been a big part of our program all year, so it's been good.
Well, outstanding. Again, we're visiting with 7 years of the Ozarks Athletes of the Week here at Clever Blue Jays track and field team, and head coach Luke Brocious. And coach, you've got your four senior ladies there alongside. I know Malia's right next to you. Kind of introduce her and tell us a little bit about what she does.
Gotcha. So this is Malia Clark right here on my left. Malia is she does long jump, triple jump, 100 hurdles, and she's a part of our 4x200 relay team. And she advanced to state in all four of those events. She's also been a part of several other things throughout her career at Clever. I think she's a part of six of our school records on different events and everything. But Malia is going to Missouri State next year on a track scholarship, and I believe it's maybe our first Division I athlete ever from Clever. And so we're just really proud of Malia and what she's done this year. She's got a chance to win a couple of events this weekend at state, and then our 4x2 also has a chance to win and definitely be all state. So we're excited about what she has the potential to do this weekend.
Malia, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am good. First off, on behalf of Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks and the Missouri State Highway Patrol. Congratulations on being part of the Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks Athletes of the Week.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about coming into this season. Did you have any goals, personal goals, team goals?
Well, last year I kind of had a little bit of an injury, so coming in this year, feeling 100%, I was excited to see what I could do. Mainly improve from last year and help my team out that way. Because last year I did not help my team out when I should have.
She was hurt, so it wasn't necessarily her fault.
Millie, are you healthy now?
I am helping out.
Very good. Very good. So tell us about the events, and do you have a favorite event off of the events that Coach mentioned?
I think my favorite event is probably triple jump. And I think that, well, I used to be a gymnast, so my gymnastics background has helped me with that and made it easier on me. But I think the triple jump is definitely my favorite.
Tell us about some of the records that you currently hold.
Well, I only did high jump my sophomore year, and I hold that record with 5'4", I believe. And then I hold the triple jump record with 11.7 meters, and long jump with 5.49 meters, and a few more. I know I'm on the 4x2, which has the record, and 100 hurdles.
How do you get prepared for these different events? Is there different mental and physical preparation as you're maybe getting in the blocks or getting to the ramp or whatever? How are you getting prepared for each event?
For like jumping wise, it's definitely different than running. Jumping, I just have to make sure that I keep myself moving and keep myself like my mind off of the other people's marks and just focus on myself. Whereas hurdles, I definitely like lock in and have the mindset of focusing on good form and stuff and not messing up.
And pickle juice.
Pickle juice too.
Yep.
Malia, tell us a little bit about your history. If you could go back to any track meet over your high school career, is there one that you would like to go back? Maybe maybe you dropped the baton, or maybe you false started, or maybe you didn't get your best effort, or maybe it was an event that you broke a record. What would you like to go back and kind of relive and redo?
It would probably be my first meet ever, which was Buffalo, my sophomore year, and that would definitely be hurdles, because I have improved quite a bit. Whenever I did hurdles my sophomore year, I looked more like a deer. And I thought I looked good, but going back and looking at it, I have improved a lot on hurdles, and I would like to redo Buffalo sophomore year.
Very good. Well, again, Malia, on behalf of Chevrolet and the Missouri State Highway Patrol, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Coach, who do we have next?
All right, so next to me, or 2 seats away from me, is Riley Britton. And Riley is a member of our 4x400 relay team that made it to state. She also runs as a member of our 4x800 relay team, and she also ran the 800 Open. And then she's filled in for a lot of different relays and different events. We kind of tried her out all over the place. She was one of the members that unfortunately finished 5th in the 4x800 and 5th in her 800 Open last weekend as well. But Riley's been great for us. She is going to continue her track career at Washburn University in Topeka. So yeah, we've been blessed to have her.
Riley, how are you today?
Good. How are you?
I am good. Tell us a little bit from your standpoint about your season and kind of what you do to kind of get prepared for a track meet.
I feel like we've had a good season. I was kind of nervous coming into it because I've always been part of the 4x4 and 4x8. And we had the same members for 3 years because we had us 2 on it, and then we had 2 seniors that graduated last year. So I was nervous coming into it because I didn't know who was going to fill those spots. But it's been really good, and we actually have been doing just as good, if not better, as we were with our old ones. So it's been really good.
You were you more nervous coming into the season or right now?
Right now, probably, because I didn't really know what to expect of the season, but now that I know where we're at, I know that we have a chance of winning state, like winning the 4x4 at state. So that's definitely a little nerve wracking going into it.
Yeah. Very good. Well, tell us what leg do you run, and how do you kind of get prepared?
I run the fourth leg of the 4x8, and then I run the first leg of the 4x4. But to get prepared is definitely different than my individual events. I like getting warmed up and stuff with my relays because it's way easier to stay out of my head. And we kind of do like everything. We'll dance or do handstands in the middle of the field, especially with our 4x8 team. But it's a lot easier to warm up and kind of have fun. 'Cause I definitely feel like we run better when we're not in our heads as much and we're kind of all having fun together, but still warming up at the same time.
The handstands are not part of my warm-up routine, just for the record.
Riley, if you could get in a time machine and go back to Riley as an eighth grader and give yourself some advice based on what you know now, what advice would you tell yourself in the eighth grade?
Probably to just take it a little bit more serious. I feel like I definitely wasn't serious about track at all. I also started off running thinking that I was going to be a sprinter, and that was not true at all. So if I could go back, I'd probably tell myself to not do that and maybe try out something different because I didn't really start running my 800 till later on. And I definitely wish I could have seen where I was at in middle school if I'd actually focused on that.
Well, Riley, again, on behalf of Chevrolet and the Missouri State Highway Patrol, congratulations.
Thank you.
And Coach, who do we have next?
All right, so next Riley is Briley Hicks, and she is going to Avila next year on a basketball scholarship. She's actually been my track manager the past 2 years going into this year, and I knew she was fast from basketball, and so kind of had encouraged her to come out and everything. And this year she was kind of like, okay, we'll see if a couple of my friends come out and everything. So we got her talked into it, and she's been a member of our 4x800 relay team, our 4x100 relay team, and our 4x400 relay team. And so our 4x400 advanced to state. At one time, they had the fastest time in the state this year, and then the 4x800 just barely missed out last week. So that's a little bit about Riley.
All right. Briley, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So tell us about that decision to come out and actually participate in events. Obviously, you've been a participant as a manager, but what kind of drew you out to participate in the events?
I think what drew me out was definitely the opportunities to run. I wish I could have started running a little bit earlier, but I'm just glad I decided to run this year.
All right. Tell us about the events that you participate in and what you do to get prepared.
I would have to agree with RB or Riley on this one. Definitely the handstands and dancing before the races. It definitely helps us get out of our heads and not think about it too much.
Do you have any superstitions besides the dancing and the handstand? I mean, do you have to eat the same meal the night before? What are you doing to kind of stay in the groove?
I don't really have anything.
Okay, very good. Now, you made the decision to go to Avila to play basketball. Is track and field something you feel like is going to help you next year in basketball?
Yeah, I think it definitely helps me with my endurance. And that's part of the reason that I ran track is to help me stay in shape.
What's your favorite part of practice?
When it's over.
Running.
The end.
good.
So
All
good.
right. Well, Briley, are you having fun this year? Are you glad that you came out?
I am. I'm very glad.
All right. Well, Briley, on behalf of Missouri State Highway Patrol and Chevrolet, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Coach, our last victim here in this first segment.
All right, last one down there on the end is Jalen Flood. And Jay has been a huge part of our program for 4 years now. She is an 8-time All-State track athlete. She's advanced to state all 4 years in all 4 of her events. So this year we kind of switched her up. We took her out of the 100 open and we put her in the 4x200 relay, her and Malia both, which was huge for that relay. Currently they have the 5th fastest time in the state. And she has also runs the 200 open. She runs the 400 open and the 4x4. She's been all-state all 3 years in the 400 and the 4x4, and is our anchor on the 4x4 that's been really, really good the last several years. And then Jalen is going on to Evangel next year to compete in track and field as well.
Jalen, how are you?
I'm good.
All right. Tell us a little bit about the events and what you do to kind of get prepared.
All of my events are obviously sprints, so I feel like I'm just constantly thinking speed and form because those are the things going to obviously make me achieve the most. And to get prepared, I would definitely say distracting myself is a key, like everyone else said. But I feel like I distract myself by going around the whole meet and supporting my teammates. I feel like I'm constantly standing and walking around, seeing what's going on, how everyone's doing. But I would say that's how I prepare for my events.
Very good. Tell us a little bit about track day. What's it like on the bus? Do you enjoy yourself going? I mean, are those things? What are you going to miss the most?
Yes, we're definitely always listening to music on the bus. And then we get to the meet, we go through our warm up, and then everyone starts competing, and we're always up, like I said, walking around, watching everyone, supporting everyone, taking care of ourselves, making sure we're drinking water, eating food when we have a chance, and if we are feeling up to it, not always are you feeling like you can eat before you run, and then going and getting ready and mentally preparing yourself for your events before that's how my day goes anyway, and then we wrap it up. The whole team gets on the field for the 4x4 and we finish up our day and go home.
Sometimes we sing and dance on the bus on the way home too.
Sometimes we park on the bus too.
Very good. Well, Jalen, speak to maybe rivalries. Do you have? I mean, I know Coach has talked about, because track. I mean, it's a stopwatch, so you know some of the rivalries coming in. Do you have rivalries in a meet that you look forward to, and maybe it's someone you know, maybe it's a friend, or maybe it's someone that you're trying to beat? Are there rivals out there?
There's always rivals. Everywhere you go, there's rivals. I would say every time I get on that line, regardless if it's a close race or not, everyone is always my rival when we get up to the line. But I'm also really close with some of my rivals. I'm a very talkative person, so when we're warming up and stuff, you'll always see me probably talking to whoever I'm getting ready to compete against, but as soon as we go on the line, I would say it's game time and I'm trying to win. So.
Well, outstanding. Again, on behalf of Missouri State Highway Patrol and Chevrolet, congratulations for being part of the Athletes of the Week.
Thank you.
And Coach, I know you've got some more members of the track team that are in there. What we'll do right now, we'll just run a commercial spot, give you about 90 seconds here to get set up. You're watching Missouri Sports Network at MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. Back with Clever Track and Field after these messages.
Thank you.
Imagine a bank that goes where you go. Creating seamless solutions for every step in your financial journey, allowing you to manage your money the way you want to, with a banking relationship that makes every day extraordinary. Imagine a world full of possibilities, always within reach. Central Bank. We do banking better.
The Walnut Street Inn is located in the heart of Springfield on historic Walnut Street, just blocks away from the Missouri State Campus, Hammonds Field, Great Southern Arena, and downtown Springfield. The Walnut Street Inn features newly remodeled rooms, breakfast served daily, and a friendly, accommodating staff. The Walnut Street Inn is also a great venue for private events. Book your stay or get more information at walnutstreetinn.com or call 417-864-6346.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 290,000 participants here in Missouri who take part in high school sports or activities.
Welcome back to the Missouri Sports Network here on High School Game Day. Visiting with Clever Blue Jays track and field and head coach Luke Brocious. And coach, you've got some more members there that want to come on the show with us as part of our Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks Athletes of the Week. And you can start right there to your left and introduce the young man and tell us a little bit about him.
Okay, so right here to my left is Sydney Ballambach. She's a junior, and she is a part of our 4x200 relay team that advanced to state. She also runs the 4x100 relay, and she runs the 100 and 200 open as well from time to time. So,
Sydney, did you say?
Sydney, yes.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Tell us a little bit about your events and what you do to get prepared.
I think trying to keep like a clear mindset, not thinking about like my competition at hand and just staying like open and just making sure I run my hardest is probably what I do to prepare myself other than, going to a practice or something.
And again, what grade are you, Sydney?
I'm a junior.
You're a junior. How long have you been running track?
I've been running since my 8th grade year. So
All right. What's your favorite part about track and field?
definitely the team. They've just become a huge family to me. I can rely on all of them to send me up or anything like that.
Very good. Well, congratulations on being part of the Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks Athletes of the Week.
Thank you.
Coach, who do we have next?
All right in front of Sydney, right here is Gage Evans, and Gage is a junior. Gage runs the 300 hurdles for us. He is also part of the 4x200 relay, the 4x100 relay, and our 4x400 relay. And Gage broke the school record in the 300 hurdles, and he also is a part of the 4x400 school record. And both of those two events, Gage has advanced to state, and he's a big part of our team.
Gage, how are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm good. Hey, do you have a favorite event?
Our 4x4 for sure.
Very good. Is there an event that you are not in that you'd like to try?
I'm thinking next year I might try 110 hurdles, but I'm not totally sure yet.
All right. And how long have you been running track?
Since my freshman year.
Very good. What's your least favorite part of practice?
Probably the recovery time after we do anything over 400 meters.
Very good. Very good. Gage, also congratulations on behalf of Chevrolet and the Missouri State Highway Patrol.
Thank you.
And who do we have next?
All right, so I'm going to go behind Sydney.
Hang on here.
Eli Bassard. Eli is a sophomore, and he does some of our jumping events, long jump, triple jump, and Eli advanced to state in triple jump this year.
Coach, I'm sorry I didn't catch the name. My audio went out there for a second.
Gotcha. Eli Bassard is his name. Eli.
Eli, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
All right. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing to get prepared. Let's say you're running, or you're going to the track tonight. What are you doing during the day to kind of get mentally and physically prepared?
I think it's just like I think to perform my best, I have to be mentally prepared. So keeping a clear mind and getting into roadblocks, mental blocks, really helps. Stretching, stuff like I don't know. Yeah.
How long have you been running track?
Since eighth grade,
Okay. What's your favorite part of a track meet?
making new friends.
Really good at that.
Very good, Eli. Well, hey, on behalf of Missouri State Highway Patrol and Chevrolet, congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey, Coach, who do we have next?
All right, so right up here in front again, right next to Gage, is Lucas Peebles. He is a sophomore, and Lucas runs the 200 and the 4x2. He also runs the 400 and the 4x4. And Lucas advanced to state in the 400 and the 4x4 this year. Lucas started off the year running about a 54-second 400, and now he's down to 50.7, and has one of the top 5 times in the state before. So he's been a big part of the 400 and the 4x4 for us. So.
Lucas, tell us a little bit about you getting the blocks, starting blocks. What are you thinking about?
I'm just thinking about the race ahead of me and that I know I'm going to push myself really hard and that I'm going to win. That's about it.
What do you contribute to the fact that you've taken so much time off of your 400? Is it work? Is it weight room? Is it just late in the season?
I feel like it's a lot in the weight room. I've been working really hard in the weight room, trying to get all my maxes up, but also just working hard at practice and pushing every day.
What do you do to get prepared on meet day?
I eat really well. I try to keep my body hydrated and together.
What's your favorite part of track practice?
They don't like track practice, right?
I really don't like it at all. I mean, I like running the workout we do usually. It's not that bad.
All right. Well, Lucas, hey, again, on behalf of the Missouri State Highway Patrol and Chevrolet, congratulations.
Thank you.
And who's next, Coach?
All right, so behind Gage and Lucas, we have Brooklyn Flood. She is a freshman, and she is a member. She is the alternate for our 4x400 relay team going to state with us. She also runs the 300 hurdles, and late in the year, she was kind of put in our 4x100 as well. So, Brooklyn,
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm outstanding. Tell us a little bit about being a freshman and running in these varsity track meets. How do you handle the nerves as being part of that?
It takes a lot, but I feel like I pushed really hard to get here, and I work every day to get it better. And
How about tell us a little bit about, let's say, 5 minutes before you run. What are you thinking about in that 5 minutes leading up to the gun?
I think about doing my best and having a clear mind, and that's about it.
Any superstitions? Anything you have to do before you run?
I usually stretch, drink some water.
All right. Very good. Well, Brooklyn, hey, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Coach, who do we have next?
all right, so we'll go to the girl right next to Brooklyn, and that is Valerie Cowles. Valerie is a sophomore, and Valerie advanced to state in all 4 of her events. She does high jump, she does the 300 hurdles, and she's a member of our 4x200 and 4x400 relays. And 300 hurdles, it was the first time we put her in that this year, and she's done really, really well with that. She's been a huge part of our relays as well. And she's very close to breaking Malia's school record in high jump. She's done 5'3".
Valerie, how are you?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm well. Tell us a little bit about the hurdles, the new event that they kind of sprung on you. What's been the toughest part of dealing with that?
So with hurdles, my form has been the biggest struggle in getting that under control versus it's not quite like high jump in the same respect.
You know, when you talk about the high jump, and obviously you're very close to a school record, what do you do? How are you getting prepared? And then what leading up to the jump? What's going through your mind?
Jumping, not quite a lot actually. I just think about how far I've gone and how much farther I need to go.
Very good. Are you excited about going to state?
Very.
Very good. Valerie, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Coach, who do we have next?
All right, so next to Lucas in front, we have Xavier Robinson. Xavier's going to be, or he is a junior right now. Xavier is going to state in high jump, and he's also a member of our 4x400 relay team. And then during the season, he also ran the 4x200 as well. Xavier broke the school record last weekend. He high jumped 6'5" and a quarter. And even as we watched the tape, after looking at it, he probably had another 3 or 4 inches in that high jump as well. And then he ran an unbelievable split in the 4x400 last weekend at sectionals as well that took us from 5th place to 1st place. So it's pretty cool.
Xavier, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Tell us first, let's talk about the high jump. What are you doing to kind of get prepared as you approach the jump pit?
So normally I like stretch out and I make sure like my legs are loose and everything's open good. And like before like my event, I'll like do some sprints to make sure my jumping ability is fully there, I guess, so I have more energy to get up.
Tell us a little bit about that split that Coach Brocious alluded to here. What was that like, and did you know what your time was going to be, and that split that you ran?
Well, normally I ran like a 54 throughout the year, but last week I ran a 51. And I think it was because everybody else was like past me on the backstretch, and like that's not when I push myself more. I like to have a lot more kick whenever it comes to like the 140 mark, but whenever I saw everybody else get past me, it like gave me more of a boost.
You know, we interview a lot of, baseball, basketball, football players here, and a lot of them will say, hey, during warm-ups I couldn't miss, or when I was throwing my bullpen in, before the game, I threw a no-hitter. Are there days where you feel like, hey, I'm going to do really well?
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I like watch a lot of Olympian videos based on high jump and stuff, and it'll just like implement myself more of like how to do my form better and run ups and how I just warm up is different depending on what I see.
Looking forward to going to state?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, Xavier, congratulations on behalf of the Missouri State Highway Patrol and Chevrolet.
Thank you.
Coach, we've got a couple left.
We got 2 left. So behind Xavier and right next to Valerie is Tyler Harden. He's a freshman, and Tyler is our alternate for our 4x400 relay team. And he also did high jump throughout the year as well. So,
Tyler, how are you?
Good. Good.
I'm doing well. So what's your freshman year been like in track and field at the varsity level?
Really hectic. Couldn't do track a whole lot yesterday last year, so a lot of it is good.
What do you do to kind of get prepared, being an alternate going to state? What's kind of going through your mind in preparation? How do you get prepared for that?
Just try not to let myself slack up, thinking I'm safe from not running, So try to make sure that all my body fatigue is all gone and well nourished and ready to go.
What's been the biggest challenge going from junior high track to high school track? What's obviously they're bigger, faster, stronger, but what has been the biggest challenge for you?
Definitely trying to put myself in with these people I use that are bigger, faster, stronger. I try to just kind of push it out of my mind, just try to run my best race and try to ignore the fact that these guys are like bigger sections from me than that too.
Very good. Well, on behalf of the Missouri State Highway Patrol, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
All right. And who do we have last, I guess?
Last one on our far left is Matthew Edge, and Matthew is a sophomore. Matthew is a member of our 4x1 relay team, our 4x2, and our 4x4, and he also runs the 100 open. And so Matthew runs the second leg of our 4x4. The thing I'll say about Matthew is he came to everything in the offseason. Summertime, preseason, he came to everything. And Matthew's form and time has improved unbelievably from last year. And so Matthew's brought a lot to our team. We've been really proud of him this year.
Matthew, how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm good. Tell us a little bit about that drive. Where do you feel like your most improvement? What area have you most improved in from your point of view?
I feel like I've improved most of all in like my shorter sprints, like the 100 and like 4x2 and 4x1, and just taking off like almost 2 seconds for my 100. Felt like that helped a lot.
What are you looking most forward to about the state meet?
Looking forward to hopefully getting first and just taking a few seconds off my time.
Very good. Well, Matthew, again, on behalf of the Missouri State Highway Patrol and Chevrolet, congratulations.
Thank you.
Coach Brocious, tell us about what you guys will be doing here. But the state track meet is May 17th and 18th. What are you doing between now and then when do you guys head out?
So we have our last practice here at Clever today, this afternoon, and tomorrow we will head up to Columbia. We actually stay in Columbia, and we actually go practice at Columbia Hickman's track. Reach out to their coach. We've done this the last 3 or 4 years. We kind of consider it tradition now, and just kind of do a light kind of run through the day before and everything, and then we go to Olive Garden tomorrow night. The kids love that, and just get ready to go for state on Friday and Saturday.
Outstanding. Well, Coach, again, to everyone in the room and the young ladies in the previous segment, congratulations, and we hope to pay attention. We'll be paying attention, and we hope that you guys do well today.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for having us on.
You bet. You're watching the Missouri Sports Network at MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. And as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds us, take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life.